Hi, it's me, Violet Chachki. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Digital Drag. This month is Pride Month, and you know what that means. If you know what that means, comment below, because for me, Pride happens all year long. People are like, oh, are you gonna make Pride content? And I'm like, all the content I make is Pride content. Like, what do you mean? But I thought it'd be cool this month in particular to celebrate people and queer icons that have inspired me, have inspired my drag, have inspired the gay rights movement, and that have like a signature style, signature look, have some glamour involved. So today I want to pay respectful homage to the first drag superstar, pre-RuPaul, John Waters' film legend, Divine. All right, so I've just glued down my brows using Elmer's like I always do. And now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I learned a lot about Divine through her documentary, I Am Divine. They actually made us watch it when we were filming Drag Race, which I was on in case you didn't know. Because we did a Divine challenge where I met John Waters. He was like the only guest judge on Drag Race that came back and introduced himself to the girls, which I thought was really, really sweet. So I was in a challenge with Pearl and Fame, and we did like an acting challenge, like a scripted musical John Waters challenge. I was safe, but I wanted to be in the bottom with both of them. I wanted all three of us to be in the bottom and lip sync against each other, and then I would send both of them home. Like, I was so ready for that to happen because we were definitely the worst group. I mean, I wasn't the worst of our group. I was the best of the worst. But I was ready for us all to be in the bottom. But that was more of like a Pink Flamingos look, and this is gonna be more of a Female Trouble look. So it's gonna be a little different, but I've tried the Divine look before. It's really hard. I glued my hairline down, we went all in. And when we did it, we all three did our own version of Divine. And Fame's was so gorgeous. I remember she got criticized for being too pretty as Divine. But it was so pretty. But I loved it. It was that's what I'm going for. I want to be pretty, but also punk. What I love about Divine, though, is that when she first started drag, it was the 50s and 60s, so it was more pageantry, and she was trying to be really pretty. She was trying to be really feminine and passable, and it's not until John Waters kind of came in and styled her that she got her iconic look. And they shaved her hairline back and did her eyebrows super arch, and it's become such an iconic drag moment. So I hope I'm gonna be paying proper respectful homage. I'm gonna try to draw my eyebrows even more arched and back than I already do, which I know you can't imagine, but just try to. But I definitely think that Rue followed in Divine's footsteps. As far as drag superstars are concerned. Divine was definitely the first drag superstar with television and movies and stuff. I would say maybe Barbette was pre-media was probably a drag superstar, but that's more vaudeville. Rue definitely followed in Divine's footsteps. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but Divine ran so Rue could walk. And Rue ran so I could walk. Now I'm gonna highlight. I'm gonna bring it up. But I guess we're paying homage to John Waters in general as well. If you're watching this, hi John. I also love Cry Baby. That movie fucked me up. Tracy Lords. Oh my god. I have a big thing for rockabilly, in case you guys didn't notice. So good. I also love Hairspray. I was with my trainer today at the gym, and he was like, what are you doing today? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna be filming this video about Divine. And I was like, do you know who Divine is? And he was like, no, he's straight. And then I was like, do you know who John Waters is? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay, have you seen Hairspray, the original one? And he was like, no. And I was like, have you seen Hairspray? And he was like, yes. And I was like, okay. So John Travolta's character in the Hairspray remake, the one that you've seen, was originally played by Divine. And I'm trying to do, I had to like go through this whole series to explain to him what I was doing today. But I like the remake of Hairspray too. Okay, so now I'm setting my face with some powder. I haven't really done anything different just yet. I'm pretty much still doing drag the way I always do it. So I hope this is really interesting for you guys. Just powdering my face. So gorgeous. All right, so I've got my base on. I'm gonna start covering my eyebrows and then the real fun begins. All right, my eyebrows are covered, my base is on, I'm cooking at 350. Now it's time to start to divine the divinity. Okay, so I'm gonna be going for like a pretty, I'm trying to get like a pretty accurate look. And she kind of just did like general drag, but she had like gold eyeshadow on, but the brow was like really, really, really high. So I'm gonna do that. So I guess like the divine look that I'm going for is gonna be a bit more editorial. I'm doing like pretty divine, gorgeous divine. Violet does divine. So I think I'm gonna do sans the acid in the face situation. But I may still eat some dog shit. If I'm, if I get a little peckish. So I may get a little hungry and have to just snack. Okay, so I think from here, I'm gonna face tape because again, I'm doing a more chic, editorial, fashion version of divine. So I'm gonna face tape and then I'm gonna kind of map out the eye. It's a lot of lines, a lot of eyeliner, there's some gold eyeshadow. It's actually pretty simple. And I think face taping will also help with like having that really big forehead. I guess they also shaved her eyebrows. They shaved her forehead, her hairline, and her eyebrows. Which is like, if you shave your eyebrows, you are like a real drag queen. And if you don't block your eyebrows, then you're not doing drag. Unless you're doing it in 20 minutes. And if you'd like to see me do drag in 20 minutes, you can check that out somewhere. What other challenges should I do, you guys? Should I do drag in a car?
That'd be good.
On a train? On a plane? Okay, so I kind of mapped out with shadow like what I wanted to do. Again, I'm kind of doing like my own editorial version of divine. I really like how her eyeliner was sometimes like disconnected. It was almost like she was doing her eyeliner like she had hooded eyes, and you know how sometimes they make it like it's a weird shape on the end so that when you like close it's not. Everyone has their own little hooded eyeliner tricks. It almost looks like she was doing something with her wing where it was like it like came to like a square and then it went out. So I think I want to do that because I think I've never seen it. I don't really see it that often, so I think it's cool. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do like a really kind of like oblong crease. And I'm just gonna go with it and see what happens. I'm feeling divine. It's starting at least. I also love Divine's music career. She was doing music right when all the good disco was coming out. Okay, so I want to do a gold lid because in Female Trouble, she had like pretty much gold all over her eyes. So we're not doing exact replicas, I decided. We're gonna do whatever the I want to do. So I'm gonna use some gold eyeshadow. And I think I'm gonna do it with some mixing medium and really get it nice and saturated and like pigmented. Just really packing on that shadow. I'm feeling the fantasy. Golden beauty. I think I should do some like blue eyeshadow. If y'all know me, y'all know that I love me some blue eyeshadow. And I want it to be like really, really, really pigmented. But it really gives a lot. That blue is good. With some shadow on top, forget it. It's fun doing a little like haphazard drag. And it doesn't have to be so perfect. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with some shadow and just pump it up even more. I can totally see how Ursula was inspired by Divine. Like you can see even like her like the lines. I'm gonna just smoke the under eye out a bit. Again, it's nice when I get to kind of be sloppier than usual. There are no mistakes. Unless I say so. I'm just gonna take some of this liquid eyeshadow and put it.
High energy.
I'm gonna take this liquid Stila eyeshadow and put it in between my eyeliner just to be that extra bitch. So I'm gonna blend all of my face. Now, I feel like Divine was also always super sweaty. She almost looked like wet, especially when I would see her perform. Definitely has that big girl drag queen Latrice vibe of just like dripping. Drip, drip. Must have been so hard for Divine to be a drag queen in the 70s and 80s. There's like, I mean, I feel like the industry, the entertainment industry now is like still super shady towards queens. I can't imagine what it was like back then. All right, it's time for some blush. I'm gonna do a nice rosy on the apples. Just gonna go under the cheekbone and make it really, really high. Cause I feel like everything about her was very like up. I'm excited for the lips. The lip shape was so unique and interesting and like mean. I loved it. I can't wait. I think we are actually ready for the lips. I think that's like generally the shape that I want. I'm gonna go in and clean it up a bit and then I'm gonna layer on some matte lipstick. Perfect color. Okay, and that is the gorgeous bright lip. I'm feeling very Divine, very John Waters, super punk and glamorous all at the same time. I'm gonna dust off my bake on my nose, and then I think it's time for the wig and the lashes. Okay, I'm gonna put my lashes. I'm gonna use like a really thick, for me it's thick, like a nice chunky lash, because I think that's what she usually would wear. And then I'm gonna put the wig on, and then I'll see you guys on the other side. And there you have it. My absolutely divine. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I had an amazing time playing dress up and paying respectful homage to such a queer icon and legend. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to stay tuned for all of the glamour and fashion headed your way. Happy Pride Month. I'm celebrating year round. I hope you're celebrating extra hard this month. I'll see you next time. Mwah.